Hello guys, welcome to Tutorly. So the Karta card is a premium United States charge card designed specifically for international and borderless individuals. Unlike traditional credit cards, which are mainly built around local credit history, this card is designed for people who live, work, invest, or operate across multiple countries. People who may have significant assets but struggle to build a traditional credit profile after moving between financial systems. The standout feature is an asset-based credit line reaching up to $200,000. Instead of relying purely on a traditional credit score, the card considers a user's actual financial strength and available assets, and it's earned recommendations from over 75 private financial institutions serving international clients. For someone who's financially strong in one country but arrives in another with little recognized credit history, that's a real problem this card is trying to solve. It runs at a 0% APR on purchases because it's a charge card, not a traditional revolving credit card. The balance is generally expected to be paid off, not carried. For U.S. customers, the payment due date falls exactly 21 days after each billing cycle closes, and there's no minimum interest charge. That structure rewards financially disciplined users who can clear their balance regularly. The annual fee is $300. Whether that's worth it really depends on how much you'll actually use the travel perks and premium services. You can also add companion cards. A plastic one is free, or you can upgrade to a premium metal companion card for $150, with up to 5 additional cards per account, useful for business owners or families who want shared access. Cash access, though, is expensive. A cash advance carries a 3% transaction fee, and ATM withdrawals cost $5 or 3% of the amount, whichever is greater, not including any currency conversion fees. This card is really built for digital and swipe transactions, not pulling cash. On the plus side, the foreign transaction fee is 0%, which is a genuinely strong benefit for anyone regularly spending across currencies. Miss a payment though, and the penalties are steep, a late fee of $40 or 2.99% of your balance, whichever is higher, plus a $40 return payment fee. This card rewards discipline and punishes carelessness. Now let's talk perks, because this is where the card tries to earn its $300 annual fee. You get Priority Pass Select, giving access to over 1,300 airport lounges worldwide, plus a straightforward points system, 1 point per dollar spent, redeemable for flights, hotels, or experiences. It's a simple earning rate compared to some premium travel cards with bonus categories, but it's consistent. Customer service is fully decentralized through WhatsApp 24/7 support in any language, no hold music, no waiting on hardware notifications before a trip. For frequent international travelers, that kind of accessible support can be a real advantage when something goes wrong far from home. And yes, the physical card itself is a premium metal black card, which adds a bit of exclusivity to the experience, even if that doesn't affect the financial substance. So, what are the real downsides? That $300 annual fee is a serious commitment if you don't travel internationally often or won't use the premium perks. It's hard to justify. Adding multiple $150 metal companion cards for family or a team can also add up fast. And as mentioned, cash access is genuinely costly, so this card only makes sense if you're using it for digital and card-based spending. The 1 point per dollar earning rate is also fairly basic compared to competing travel cards with accelerated bonus categories for flights, hotels, or dining. One more thing worth knowing, the fine print states the issuer reserves the right to introduce interest on future purchases down the road, though they've committed to disclosing any changes in advance. So the current 0% structure isn't guaranteed to be permanent. It's worth checking your card agreement periodically. So who is this actually for? Wealthy, globally mobile individuals, entrepreneurs, investors, international professionals who have real assets but lack local credit history, and who travel and spend internationally enough to make good use of the lounge access, points, and concierge support. It's not a mainstream everyday card, and it's definitely not designed for occasional travelers or casual spenders. So here's the bottom line. The Karta card delivers a genuinely tailored solution for borderless, high net worth individuals, a large credit line based on real assets rather than credit history, 0 foreign transaction fees, and solid global travel perks. But the $300 annual fee, the steep cash access costs, and the late payment penalties mean this only makes sense for someone who travels frequently and can manage their payments with discipline. For the right person, it's a powerful tool for global mobility. For anyone without those needs, the costs likely outweigh the benefits. That's everything you need to know about the Karta card. If this video helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe for more.